So today we're going to be taking a look at this little security camera that was sent to me at no charge for this review. It is a really nice little camera, and when we're talking about security cameras, there's a lot of features that we desire to have in a camera. Some of those cameras do have those, other cameras do not. This little guy right here has a ton of features that I really like, and there is one feature that I wish it did have, and that is the point, tilt, and zoom. This is just going to be a stationary camera, so what this is going to focus on is one specific area. Maybe it's going to be your front door, your front porch, your garage, your backyard, or maybe it's going to be used in a secluded room as a nanny camera or a pet camera. Now today, we're going to use it as a pet camera. I'm going to show you all the features right here in the studio, then we're going to put it into another room and use it as a pet camera. It is freezing cold outside, so I have brought some pets inside, and I just want to monitor their behavior with this little camera right here. So having it stationary is going to be perfectly fine. Also going to take a look at the night vision and see, just see the quality of that picture as well. The first thing that you're going to want to do when you get this out of the package is that you need to decide, am I going to have this plugged in, or am I going to use the internal battery and have to charge it occasionally? Right now we are just using the internal battery. I am not plugged into anything. You can see on the screen that the battery is currently full, and so I'm going to be able to use that for a number of hours before I have to recharge that. Next thing you're going to want to do is download the Vic Home app, and once you get that Vic Home app installed, you're going to be able to add your camera. And then once your camera is added, as mine is here, there's going to be a lot of neat things that we can take a look at today. So we are going to go ahead and turn on our screen record so that we can see everything that is available on the app itself. All right, so the first thing I want to do in this screen record is I want to show you the Vic Home app. It's going to be a big V right there in the top left corner, and we're going to click that. And the first thing we're going to do is going to go to the home screen. And a couple of things that we can do is go, we can click on that play button, and then we're going to go live. And that live is coming right through here, and we can see that, and it is a very good quality picture, especially compared to my Sony ZV-1. We're getting a good look at it right here. Then up in the, right above the picture, you see it says smart camera. You can see the Wi-Fi connection. Then you can also see the battery level. You can also pop that out and go full screen, or we can go into our settings. In the settings, you're going to find all of the information about the camera, your SD card management. It does not have an SD card, so what it does is record just 10-second snippets internally, and then it's just going to overwrite that automatically on its own when its own internal storage is full. I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. There are some light settings that we can use if we are using this outside. It does have two LED lights on there right in the center right there. You can see those. And then it also does have that infrared eye on it as well. When we look at the rest of these, we got our power settings, so you can have it auto on after charging, or you can have the audio settings as well. It's got an alarm on it, voice, volume, so it's got a two-way communication on here as well. Not going to look at that feature today just because I'm not going to need it when I'm monitoring my pets, but it is available should you want that. Now, when we go back up here to the top right, check this out. This is the snippets that I was talking to you about. I've had this on for several hours here today, and you can see that there are several notifications that I have received over the period of time, and what it's doing is recording little 10-second snippets. You can see that right there. I'll show you what that looks like, and that's just me moving the camera. There's the audio. We look at the rest of these. We've got our power settings, so you can have it auto on. Okay, so I think based on other cameras that I do have, you can probably up that record time to about 20 seconds if you want to, but no more than that. And so that's a really nice feature to have. Now, if you did have an SD card, you can record extended periods of time, but just with the onboard memory that it has, 10 seconds is all that it's going to do. When we go back to our home screen, we're just going to, again, we can go live. And it is going to have that motion detection. When you get that motion detection, it's going to send you a notification, and you can see, and those notifications are going to show up in your notification bar should you choose to set it that way, or it's going to show up on that envelope. Now on this screen here, we got our sound. We can turn that sound on, and then it's just probably going to echo. Yeah, there you go. It's because we're too close to the camera, so it's echoing back and forth between the two, getting a lot of feedback. There's an audible alarm that we can turn on here if there happens to be a predator in the area, or if there is somebody who is not supposed to be in the area, we can turn that audible alarm on. And this is what it's going to sound like when you activate that. So if there was perhaps an intruder, you could hit that audible alarm, and that of course is going to alert them, scare them, and hopefully cause them to run away. We got our white lights here that we can turn on as well. Again, we're going to use those lights if this is on a porch, or if it is illuminating a yard, or you're watching a door, or maybe you are just in a dark room and you see something that catches your attention. You can flip those lights on and see just exactly what's going on, and then you got your sleep button there as well. When we hit our library, the library is going to be where all the video recordings are. Then when you got your user, on that user, you got your device management, which shows that it is online, and then all of these other features here that you can work with. Now, it does come with a little bit of hardware so that you can mount that. So this mounting plate, it does have screw holes where you can mount it with 3 screws. You can mount it upside down just like that, and then you can flip the screen through the app, and it is on a swivel, kind of like a little gimbal here, so that you can put that in any direction that you want, and then just snug that down. Now, you do have to install that yourself. It just screws into the bottom, and if you like, you can put that on a tripod, or you can put it on any other device that does have that threaded screw. You get that in there nice and snug, and then you're going to point that in the direction that you want. And notice I don't even have it screwed into anything, and it is supporting itself, and so super nice there. It also does come with a charging cable, and so that you'll be good to go, and you can plug it into a wall adapter if you are near an outlet and just want that running all the time. Again, I'm using the internal battery, but we're going to take it over into the next room. Going to monitor our animals for just a little bit, and I'm going to show you that night vision and the quality picture that we get from that. Okay, so right now we can monitor the cats. I keep the cats in the cage just simply because they are outdoor cats, and we're not harming the cats at all. We're keeping them safe. Again, it is freezing cold outside, so we do bring them in during those temperatures, and we do have to keep them caged up simply because I'm allergic to cats, and they are not litter trained, so we keep them in this crate. Now, the thing I like about this is that we can hit this box down here in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, and we can go full screen. I know that you can't see full screen on the picture-in-picture, but that's the full screen right there, and it is an excellent picture. Next thing that I want to do here is I want to go ahead and turn off the lights in the other room, and we're going to see the night vision and how well that works. Okay, so you can see there that the night vision is swell. I mean, that's fine. When I click on that picture, I do want to enlarge it, and we can see how the cats are doing there. And you can see that that picture is something that you can enlarge, and you can also reduce that down just like that. So if you were trying to pinpoint something in the kennel, maybe it's something that's outside going across the yard or what have you, you can do that when your screen is enlarged. Now, looking at the screen, I'm going to go ahead and pop that white light on just so you can see how bright that is. If you had this outside and didn't have any other outside lights, this is going to be super bright for them. Boom, turns it from night vision to color just like that. Turn that back off, and night vision usually takes about a second to pop on, and so we're good to go. So if you're looking for a smart camera, security camera that's going to be for your home, maybe a room, toddler room, baby room, or if you're going to be using it for a pet monitor like we are here, several different options, and the quality that comes with this camera is exceptional, and I like the fact that I don't necessarily have to have an SD card in order to get some recordings of movement. So the smart camera right here is definitely one that is at the top of my list. I really like the Vic Home app, and it's easy to use. The whole setup was simple, and I think that if you was to make the decision to purchase one of these, you're going to be really satisfied with it.